Hello, lovely. It's your girl JK. I'm so happy, excited to be back here today. Like you always know that we're from Inside Nollywood. And Inside Nollywood will bring you everything Nollywood entertainment, information, education. And this is the Inside Nollywood Conversation Show. And I'm talking to an amazing, fantastic actor and producer in the Nollywood industry. Nollywood is the Nigerian movie industry recognized across the world. And today we're going to be talking about the business of filmmaking. Hello, Susan.
Hi.
Susan, you look amazing. I'm so excited to have you on the show today.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, so because we're taking so much time on the show, I'll just go straight to the point. Can you tell us a little bit about your educational background, like the places where you had your education?
I have my BSc. I schooled in Benin. I'm from Edo State, Auchi. I did my primaries, my nursery, everything basically in Benin, Benin City before coming down to Lagos. Yeah. So I graduated from chemistry department, far from the entertainment.
Okay, so you just said that you studied chemistry. At what point from chemistry to filmmaking? Like these are two extreme, career paths. What inspired you to go into acting? At what point did you know that I wanted to take this serious and I want to do this my whole life? What inspired you?
I would say chemistry was for my parents. I studied chemistry for them. I've always wanted to be in the entertainment industry. Yeah, right from when I was small. Like my mom, she would always say that. Then I would watch this actress, Julia Roberts. So I'll watch her. Then I'll go to her room. I'll put on her shoes, her dress. I'll mimic her. Start imitating her. So she knew that I had play. I had something for acting. Then while I was growing up, then all my little savings for buy snacks in school, I would plan with my elder brother. Let's go rent VCD. Yeah, then let's go rent. I'll watch films. Yes, I was doing that. Then even while I was in uni, I would leave school to go for auditions in Lagos. So I've always loved to be in front of camera. Yeah, always. Right from
Okay, so at what point did you become professional with it? When you have a passion or you like something, like you said, you started with watching movies, loving movies, imitating some of the actors that you see by wearing the shoes that are not your size and all. But at what point did you go professional with your passion for acting?
okay. I started 2008. Yeah. So that was when I was dodging from school to go. So they give me one role, one scene, two scenes like that. But I would say professionally was when I came back 2017 because I had a baby in 2014, so I had a break for like 4 years or 3 years. So 2017 I came back fully, fully.
So when you came, before you came back, even what was the first ever movie, like a major project? What was the movie about? What's the name of the movie?
So the first one I will still call those ones wakapas. Let me use that word for the ones I was doing before I came back because they were not really serious roles like that. Did you get? Well, coming back, then I've done a couple of jobs. I can't remember their name. There was one called Bad Egg. Yeah, I remember. I did that one in Asaba. But coming back, my first own production, I can say, okay, this is the major one for me was in 2017. Inattention. It's called Inattention. Yeah.
Do you remember experience, the one that you cannot forget? I'm sure you've attended so many auditions and you would have had some special encounter during your auditions. Tell us one of the auditions that you cannot forget, the experience you had.
I had two experiences. I had to that I can't forget till tomorrow. Is it two or even three? I went through a lot. You don't really want to know. Okay, so the first one was the director, or let's say the producer now is a very big producer in the industry, the Yoruba producer actually. And I remember how I got to the audition very early. I was there like 6 a.m., started taking our names down. And it was about 11 a.m. They were about to start. And the producer was like, no, I want to audition Yorubas first, people that are Yorubas. I'm like, what happened? Yes, it's 6 a.m. It was like, And about the audition didn't say, oh, we want just Yoruba actors. Did you get? It was like, no, but you have to give preference to Yoruba, the Yorubas and all of that. And they were auditioning them till like 2, 3. I was tired, really. I was tired. And at the end of the day, we're still waiting, the non-Yorubas, but at the end of the day, they said they were tired. The judges said they were tired. But maybe next time at the end of the day. That's one I won't forget. The other one was when I went in, the director said, then I was really plus size. I was bigger than this. The director was like, oh, you're too big. You have a fine face, but you're too big. So we use it for all these restaurants, roles, all these mama puts. I don't think it's what we want. I'm like, don't you just give me a try? Let me just audition. I'm like, no, 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 no. You know what we want? I start carrying myself. I said, okay. And I went home. I won't forget. I really won't forget those two auditions. Yeah, I have other experiences, but these two, I don't know. It's just in my head
You
till
all
today.
along. But did you these experiences you had during the auditions, did it kind of discourage you a little bit, during your pursuit of your career? Were you discouraged a little bit when you experienced that?
So he never did. It actually motivated me. So that was why when I had my kids, I told myself, okay, you know what? I'm going to come back to the industry as a producer intentionally. Now I'm intentional about the act that I want to produce myself. I want to project myself. You get? Let me showcase myself because it was really. I will call it torture. Then I'm not gonna lie. I will call it torture. All those issues of before you get roles and all those. So I was not ready to bend. Let me use that word. But I told God when it's my time, I will come in at the right time. And 2017, I believe was the right time to come back, and I started producing my films.
So what was the first ever movie that you produced as a producer in the Nollywood industry?
Inattention. I mentioned it earlier. That was my first film as a producer. Inattention.
So what was it like for you? Was it a learning field? Did you have a lot of surprises? When you're going into something for the first time, you're going to get surprises. What would you say was the most challenging thing about shooting that movie or producing it in the first place?
First one, is it the first one?
Yes, what was the most challenging thing about shooting it?
Funny enough, I was lucky. Let me use that word. Yes. Because then before I went on break, there's a director I knew then. His name is Kingsley Ware. So I told him I want to produce, I want to try my hands on production. Like, okay, I got you. I have crew members, I have people. Then we're looking for locations. Then I know some friends around my area. They have fine houses. I'm like, can I come and shoot in your house, please? And the guy was like, oh, right, I like movie people. Come to the house for free. He gave me that location for free. The hospital I normally go to, I needed the hospital. Like, can I come and shoot here? I'm like, why? You're a patient. Come. So I literally had three things at that time and I sold the film very well, like really big. You don't want to know, and that motivated me. Like, okay, this business is good.
Oh, that sounds fantastic. I like that testimony because we're talking about the business of filmmaking. So you are somebody that you've made so much money from being a filmmaker. And so you can tell us, what it takes to make money from film. Because when I bring actors on my shows, right? They would always tell you, oh, if I tell them, okay, give the young people an upcoming actor an advice, they'll say, oh, don't come into acting, being maybe putting your eyes on the money because you're going to go through a lot. There's a time, which I understand what they're saying, right? They will tell you, come in with a passion. If you look at the money, you might get exhausted, you might get discouraged and all. But you were somebody that is telling me, oh, the first film I did, I had favors from my friends. People were giving me places to use on location, and you made a lot of money from it, which is good news, right? So, how do you handle criticism as a filmmaker?
So moving forward, yeah, not like it was not very, very sweet. You get what I mean? So I did another one, Hellcat. That one was really good, better than the first one. Then the owner of Rock, Remy Ojoku, so she saw it and she was like, "Oh, I like this work. Can you bring the producer on board? I want her to start working for us. She start commissioning her to produce for us." So that was how I joined the Rock family. Yeah, but you see the passion. You must have that passion as a producer, as an actor, the passion must be there because there are bad days, there are terrible days, there are bad businesses too. Do you get what I mean? So you must just have the passion. Then talking about criticism, they criticize you. Ah, ah. Is it from I don't know how to speak good English. My diction is so bad. She can't act to save her life, or because she's just a producer, she just wants to act. And I didn't feel bad. Funny enough, I didn't feel bad. Some can really be terrible words, but I kind of channel it to positive energy. How do I get better? How do you make these people eat their words? Because these same people that curses, that insult, they can come around to praise you again. How do you do it? Then I put in the work. I know for producing, I know we learn every day on the job. You must learn. You're as good as the last job, even as an actor. So you keep putting in the work. But I was taking it in. So, but there was one particular one that almost got me tearing in the room that day. This person said, without her voice, she has this husky voice. This girl no go ever feel blow for this industry. And I'm like, who does my voice got to do with this one again? So I don't know. No one just got to me a little bit, but immediately I bounced back. I'm like, hey, you get used to it. Funny enough, talking of the husky voice now, even some radio presenters are like, why don't you try radio? Come on, the voice is unique. Yeah. So you see, like, so yeah, I tried to take it well. Is it that they just still condemn? They still condemn. Trust me, because there is no film that is good as 100. You get me? So people will
Yeah,
still condemn. Oh, why didn't you do this? Oh, why didn't you do that? There's a film I
yeah,
did for Rock Bust Down. That film, the reviews is mad. It's really good. Great reviews. I think it was about 99% or 98% over 100, the ratings. But someone still said in the comments, someone still said, she's rich, but why was she carrying those bags? Those bags were not designers. So you can't just please everybody. Yeah. So I'm used to it. I'm used
these
to it.
details like check the bag the filmmakers are carrying is even original. That's crazy. Okay, tell us how you get into character. As an actor, I've experienced acting, maybe stage acting. So I understand how some people, when they want to act, they'll tell you I need to take a little bit of NSC or one or two things in the system. So how do you get into character? I don't judge them though. It is what it is. But you as an actor, what do you have to do to get into character?
Okay, yeah, I hear that a lot too. Like, I need to get high, I need to smoke something, I need to get to be in character. Like you said, I can't judge them. Everybody knows what works for them. You get. For me, I feel like I just have to pull out from Susan and be that person. Do you get what I mean? So even recently, let me use that word recently, I even go as far as if it's a particular character that really behave, I go research how do these people behave. How did you get what I mean? The particular character that I had one time is a local character. So I went to where they sell corn. I had to sit down there for like 30 minutes to observe how the woman behaves, how she touches her hair, how she adjusts her wrapper. Do you get what I mean? So just to pick those little things, and there are details in filmmaking. Well, yeah, I prepare for it. I read my script, I rehearse. Few days to going on set, I lock myself in the room. I tell my kids, you know what? Just wait. I need to get into character. And yeah, by God's grace, and have a good director. Hopefully.
So I've got to talk. Like, have you ever played a character that stuck with you and you find yourself, even in your everyday life, that you're still carrying out some traits from those character like you played?
Yes, I will not forget. There's a project called Remember Us. So she has this mental issue, yeah, and she got it from her mom. Yeah, yeah. Her mom passed it down to her. So the character name is Tennyson. The film is not out yet. I'm very particular. I'm protecting the project. I don't just want to release it like that. So I noticed Tennyson. I noticed that character didn't leave me for a long time. I noticed. So even when I was trying to leave that character, I get emotional. When I'm trying to come back to Susan, I get emotional. I'm like, no, I still want to stay there. I enjoy being her. She forgets herself, she forgets things. So it was so bad that sometimes maybe when someone's talking to me, I'll just be staring at you. Not like it's intentional, yes. It's not like it's so. And I realized I am struggling to leave Temisan. I realized it. Yeah, I remember I called the director for me. So what do I do? I think for the first time I'm struggling to leave a character because I loved that character so well. I felt her pain. I felt what she was going through. And they started laughing. I don't want to say what he said on camera, but yeah, I had to work through it. I did other jobs, tried to become other characters too. And trust me, today when I think of that instant, when I even watch the film, I'm like, I miss you.
Wow, I'm so glad. I like when people are real, like on my show, and they tell me, their real life experiences. One actor that I had on my show told me the same thing, that it was so bad, like he was almost getting to depression for a particular role that he played. I didn't know it was so real. Like you have to take on this character, and then it becomes a part of you. That is crazy. Everybody thinks your job is fun. Everybody thinks actors are having fun and wearing fine clothes and doing
At
makeup.
all. This moment we are in love, the next moment we are angry, the next moment we are happy, the next moment we are sad again. So it's just mixed feelings. It's mixed feelings. Trust me, because you have to feel it.
Chill.
It's mixed
Wow.
feelings.
Okay, so I saw a movie of yours that is out. I think Pastor and Pastor is out, right? Okay. Can you? It's not okay. It's not out
Sorry, ma.
yet.
It was screened at Africa. The
Oh,
film festival they just finished was screened at Africa. Yeah, it's a short film.
yeah. So what inspired Pastor? Are you a pastor in your church? Unmute your mic. Unmute your mic. Unmute your mic. Your mic. Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
I hear you now.
Yeah, I said I'm a Muslim. I'm actually a practicing Muslim. So when I did that film, everybody was like, "Oh, you are going to tell us what you want to talk about churches. What do you know about churches?" I know a lot about churches. Funny enough, I play a lot of gospel music. Every day I wake up, I play a lot of gospel music. Yeah. So I believe we serve one God. But there are some things I know that happens in churches that people are scared of talking about. Trust me. We know the one that happened the other day that was really out there. He tried to shut us up when we try to talk. So, and I know the only way we can talk to people, we can send messages, we can relate to people, is we can connect to people, is to make a film out of it. Do you get what I
Okay, but
mean? So I wanted to reach out to
for
somebody at least.
yeah, don't you think you'll
So
be writing a Christian movie story when you are a Muslim?
I didn't get that. What did you say?
I said, don't you think you'll be criticized for writing or producing a Christian based story when you're actually a practicing Muslim?
Okay, first of all, when they say the film, they know I'm not telling lies. They
I'm
know I am not telling
real.
lies, right? Then again, if I don't tell you I'm a Muslim, you won't know. My name is Susan. My dad gave me that name. It's not like I just pick it from anywhere. We all have English names. So if I don't tell you I'm a Muslim, you won't know. Yeah, if I don't tell you I even practice. Some of my friends don't even believe I practice until they live with me or they come around and see I actually do practice a Muslim. I have my chaplet, I have my veil, I have my jalabia. Yeah. But
Okay.
when I go out, I wear my wigs and you will know. So people don't really like if I'm Muslim. But did I tell a good story? Yes, I did. Did I say the truth? Yes, I did. It's reality. That's what reality, what happened in churches. That's what I said in past time.
As you have written or produced a movie about what happens in churches, I hope that you also produce a movie about what happens, within the Islamic religion.
Okay, so I would love to do that, but you know how is it the Sharia court?
Yeah,
I
yeah. The
don't want to offend in
Sharia.
case, my sister. So I need to, but at the end of the day, not like I made the Christians look bad. So if you see the film, I didn't make the Christians look bad. No, 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 that was not the idea. That was not what I did. Do you get what I
And
mean? Yeah, yeah, I didn't make them look bad at all.
okay, so what inspired your story? Where do you get your stories from? Is it the Christians that are around you, or do you sometimes attend churches? Must have inspired you to say, okay, I'm well informed enough to want to write a story about this sect of people.
Okay, yeah. So the story was not supposed to be about a pastor or what happened in church. It was supposed to be about a regular random story. I was in a conference, a meeting with my director and the writer. So we're talking, and the director suggested something about the crime scene, about killing someone, blah blah blah. Then boom, the writer is a Christian. She suggested, okay, why don't you make it pastor? Why don't you make it like this? Because we don't talk about this pastor. Why don't you make it the pastor, not a regular man? It's going to have more weight when you talk about the pastor. So some of the things the pastors do. And both of us like, hey, let's go. You know. So yeah, that was what actually inspired me.
I'm sure it's a fantastic movie because I've been seeing those. I
Very,
I can
very, very.
see it or something. BDSM stuff.
Yeah, like
Like,
people are telling me to make it a feature film. I'm getting messages now like make it a feature film or give us a part two and like part two of short film. They're like, no, make it a feature. You have a lot to talk about. I say, hey, they will come for me. Oh. You see
but they
that
will,
the way people are running, and I say they will come for me. Just like you said, I'm a Muslim talking about Christians. They might take it in another way. I don't know, but I just felt like this one has said something already.
yeah, that might attract some negative energy from people, especially if they realize that you're a Muslim. Like they would come from the angle that you're trying to paint someone else's religion bad. When you're just a filmmaker, filmmakers can make any story. Just the same way you can pick up a story of a probably a boy on the street you saw, and you don't really know him. It might be from another state, but you just wanna, and if his story is relatable, is real, you
Yes,
might
I,
just
I made a story. I told the story wrong attachment. How did I make that story? I got that story from my mom's tailor back home. I just tapped a little bit. I just heard her say a little thing about her story, and I'm like, I can make something out of something like this. Then I got back to Lagos, and I saw a woman frying akara. She had similar stories, similar. I'm like, no, I need to make a film from this story. People are going to relate to it, and trust me, it was mind blowing. The woman was suffering. She was frying akara. She gave birth, and the man ran away from her. They are giving birth too much, and this happens. It happens in, I don't want to use the word slum. Like it happens in the ghetto area and all of. Yeah, it happens. When you have a lot of kids, sometimes the men they run away. And leave the woman to cater for the kids and all of that. So, I mean, I do relate with things around me from people's story. So I won't say exactly what they are saying. I will just pick one or two words from what they're saying. Then I talk to my writer. I'll make up something out of it. Yeah.
fantastic. So, what would you say is the best thing? What you enjoy the most about being an actor? What's the benefit of being an actor that you enjoy?
Um, I just enjoy being different characters. I enjoy playing different people, and I like the fact that I connect with people. I might not know you, but I will connect with you through my acting. You get what I mean? Like it gives me joy when I see feedback on my DM, like, oh, this story you told, is my story. I learned one or two things from there. I am gonna handle it this way. So those things they give me joy, really. So it's not really about the money, it's about touching lives. Do you get what I mean? Speaking to somebody, even if it's one, it's from that film, even if it's one person that I spoke to, I'm fulfilled. I'm happy.
Okay, so now we've talked about the best thing you enjoy about acting. How about that thing that the challenges you face as an actor, like your daily life? Things that you wish you could do, but because you're an actor, you cannot do those things. So, what are the challenges? What are the challenges of being, an actor?
Initially, it was not a challenge. Initially, I'm the kind of person like I'm real as if you see me on the road, I will still buy my phone and pay. I'm that kind of person. But recently, it's now getting to me. The other day, I went to a mall. I was just wearing my normal slippers and jalabia. And the guy was saying, hi, hello, hello. Hey, I know you, and all of that. It's not like, you don't look like your colleagues now. My mom was not like, I told you. You just think that it's okay. You just go out, you just go anywhere. You see, you're living your life. See now. So that guy has just yabbed you in a subtle way. But I don't think I want to be someone else. I don't want to live a fake life. I don't want to. Then, and another challenge is on set. We do have challenges on set. Maybe the other actor is not delivering well, or the other actor, you're waiting for the other actor. There's some challenges, but what they say, the show must go on. So you can just be suffering and smiling. You might be in the worst mood, might not even want to even act that you don't want to do anything, but because you're paid, because you're already there, you must deliver. You have no choice. Nobody cares about how you feel, actually, to be very honest. But they'll say they care, but deep down, nobody cares. The show must go on. You get what I mean? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Money has been paid and the show must be delivered. Yeah, I know that's the life. Okay, so there's this thing they say in Hollywood, like sex for roles. Is it a reality? Like, is it really happening? Why are you laughing? Is it a reality, or people just say it like, okay, to just paint people in Nollywood or the film industry, in a certain.
You are
Tell us
setting
your.
me up. You are setting me up. Joker, you are setting me up. This is very unfair. You should be asking an actor producer this question.
Let me say, right?
I've had my own fair share. You don't want to know. Like, I know the reason why I said, yo, you know what? When I'm coming back to the industry, I'm coming as a producer. I ain't gonna beg a director or one producer and be giving me weighing options for me. You either do this, no, I'm not going to do that. That's why I prayed seriously. If when it's time, I will come back and I'll do it at the right time. To be very honest. Have they done it to people I know? Yes. Real time story. Yes, they have actually. On the other hand, are they also desperate actors? Yes, they are. Some just want to be there. Some will say, I want to sell my market, and passion is not there. So some are also desperate and even look for these producers and directors. Let me put it that way. Do I have directors and producers that have also experienced those things from the actors? Yes, I have. I have seen, you know. But coming from you say sex for us, either from is real time, they do it. But I don't know if they
Yeah.
still do it till now because I feel like, yo, this is 2023, right? Put in the work, go to school, like enlighten yourself, prepare yourself, and come back. If you're, I feel like if you're good, you're good. But yes, I get it. We have a lot of talented people in the industry. Some will say, I'm gonna be by talent again this time. Oh, you have to, you know one or two director or know one or two producers that can project you. Do you get what I mean? I know they say these things, but then again, it happens. It happens. My own share was, I can remember very well, was in Festa. I'm not gonna forget, was in Festa. The one roof, one top roof like that. And the director is a big director in the industry now. He's a big name. Let me use the word. I don't think he's still a big director like that, but he's a big name in the industry.
Okay.
I will not
Nice.
mention his name. It's not time yet. So, and the director was like, okay, so how do we do it? I was with my other friend. She's not in the industry today. I guess she gave up. I guess she couldn't, take it. She left. She relocated to Ghana. So I remember both of us who were there. And I was like, okay, I like both of you. So what do you do? What are you going to do? So are you going to call my PM is there? Is just take it to my hotel room? So finish it. I said, sir, I can act. Oh. Just audition me. Let me act for you. He said, no, 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 no. You think it's by acting? Because they're mentioning all those stars then. They didn't know, do you think person got here by acting? You think person got here by acting? Yeah, deceiving you people. You say you want to. And I told my friend, I said, if it's to sleep with this man, I will not do it. You see that role? You should keep it. I'll keep going for auditions. I will not do it. That is why today I can beat my chest and face any director, any producer, come and stand in front of me and said, you gave me role. I gave you sex and you gave me role. Never. Like I'm so proud of myself today in the industry. Do you get me? So I don't know if my friend gave it. I don't know, but I know she came back to like, that man just gave me one waka pass. So I don't even get line. I didn't talk to that. I'm like, really? I said, me, me there and there. I told him I cannot, and I left. That director today, I can employ that director as a director for my film. When I told the
Because
story, so my father was like, call him, employ him and mess him up. Tell him this is the Susan of that time. I mess him up. I'm like, no. I think
not
nature is dealing with him now.
going live. There's no need.
Nature
There's
will
some
deal with him because but I don't, yeah, I don't see him directing anymore. But he's a big name. He is a big name in the industry, but I don't see him directing anymore. So I feel like nature has actually dealt to that man because doing it
people.
to me, I believe he has done it to so many other girls. So many.
Imagine
So
your friend
many.
most likely went back and did what he wanted her to do.
Jigga, but she never said that. Well, I can't say that for her, but she got a role. She got something, but she was not like was not speaking role, was just waka pass and all of that. She was not crying. I'm like, why are you crying now? The man give you role now. He said, no, I don't
Just
believe in our waka pass. Yeah,
the
and when you come back, when an actor become a producer, they feel like, oh, they can't call you for work. Oh, you're not too big. They can't pay you. Oh, she knows what we know now. So no need. And me, JJ, I face my work. If you feel
you're
I'm too
just
good enough, I still get jobs from other producers that feel like, oh, she can deliver. Yeah, she can still do it. Why? Even if she's a producer. But some are being challenged. Yeah, I don't want to use the word intimidated. Yeah, oh, she's a producer now. Most actors that turn producers, they refuse to call them. They don't call them for works again. They feel like you can produce yourself. You have all
saying.
the takes now to produce yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just it's fine.
Okay, so as the fantastic, fantastic actress, what would you say is the most challenging movie you've done? Acting, not just producing now. What is the most challenging role? Let me put the word role or character that you have played. that took a toll on you?
I would still say remember us. I would still say Timisan. Timisan did because when I get home, I have two kids, two beautiful daughters. When I get home and I'm trying to leave that character to be them, they are wondering why. Why do you stay? Why do you? So I was finding it difficult to be a mom with them, the normal playful mom, and Temisa that forgets herself because Temisa had kids in the film too, but sometimes she does not remember her kids. Sometimes she does not remember her husband. Yes. So I was fighting those walls, like because because I'm go back on set tomorrow again and become that Tennyson. And when I will come back home to my own real kids, so it was really challenging. People didn't know I was dealing with it in my head. It was really tough. It was really, really tough. I've had other challenges as well. Did I enjoy playing them? Yes. But you see that Tennyson.
But you know that with all that you have said, it's obvious that Temisan is one of the most amazing character you've played. Because if a character sticks with you and doesn't want to go away, it means that you have now absorbed it into yourself. So because of that, I'm going to go look for that movie because I want to see what you did.
It's not out yet. It's not out,
Okay,
but I'm thinking of putting it on my YouTube. It's with Africa Magic now, but it's not heard it. But I want to put it on my YouTube. I'm actually looking at launching in January 1st. If I don't launch it January 1st, then I'm going to launch it on Valentine's Day. So it's going to come to
fantastic.
my YouTube.
Everybody that is watching this show will
Like,
want
yeah, everybody will be like, please release the member house. We want to see this. And that. I'll release it very soon.
imagine, being a mom struggling to come out of character, and then going back on set and being in character. You guys do a lot, especially like the mental work. It's a whole lot, and I feel like filmmakers, actors, actresses, you deserve awards. We need to be pampering you guys because you
So,
go
but there
through
was one I did again recently is a VOD.
okay.
Hopefully, we are hoping it gets to the bigger platforms. So that one, Christiana was a bit challenging. But did I get out of it on time? Yes, I did. So, but it was really challenging dealing with a child that was cancer patient. My child in that film was a cancer patient, and dealing with a cancer patient, I had mixed feelings. This moment, I'm sad, I'm pained. Next minute, I'm angry. So that one too was just so when I get home, this means are seeing me angry. So I know Christiana was just dealing with me too. You get it's really tough actually. I think the one I enjoy is the love characters, the love stories because
Okay.
everybody loves love. Yeah, so it's just stay in love. So even if you are off the character or you are upset, you are in love. So I enjoy that one. You get what I mean?
Absolutely. I understand you completely. So let's talk about the gist of the day, which is the business part of filmmaking, like the business of filmmaking. Would you say that filmmaking is lucrative?
Um, is dicey. I would say is like this, like this. It's not stable. Let me use that word. Because you might invest in this film, are like, oh, I got the best actors, best story. How did the audience take it? Is another thing. Let's say for those going to YouTube now, you're making your money from YouTube. I have a YouTube channel. You're making your money from YouTube, and I invested in this film. I'm like, oh, they're going to love this film. They love this actor. They love this story. And it gets to YouTube, a month is not doing well. That doesn't look too good. Or then I have a simple story with just two characters and a child. And like, let me just try now. Boom, they love the story. It brought a lot of money. So it's like this. Do you get what I mean? And then most ones I also do their commission, their commission project. Rob gives me money, go shoot and bring to them. Do you get? Sometimes I still face challenges with that one. Maybe when I have issues with locations, with so many, obstacles that come along with it, and I might lose money. Will I go back to the company? I'm like, oh, yo, I lost money. No, I won't do that. It's my loss. It's my loss. Why sometimes it's good, sometimes it's sweet. So it's not all rosy. I won't lie. It's not all rosy. Now we are happy the bigger platforms are here, Netflix are here, Amazon, they're all here. So yeah, let's see how it goes. But people that have been there in the other bigger platforms, I want to believe they are cashing out. I want to believe they are smiling.
You're also smiling. You've smiled with some millions in the bank for some movies that you've done, I'm sure. So how would you advise somebody who's not you know you are an actor, so you're already in the industry. There are people who are passionate about, they just want to go into filmmaking as a business. That's why we're talking about it today. What would you say to such a person that says, okay, I have, let's say I have 20 million, I want to do movie as business. I don't want to be a part of it. I just want to go into, produce movie and put it out there, maybe YouTube, the platforms, Netflix or whatever. I want to make money from it. What advice would you give them?
First of all, I would say don't go alone. It's not
Okay,
advisable to go alone. You
right?
can't go, yeah, because you'll be ignorant about a lot of things. So don't go alone. Get somebody who has been there, someone who has done something. Make sure you see their work and how did their work turn out. Something. So there's an evidence like, okay, Susan can produce for you. What has Susan done? Let me see her work. Let me see how the turnout. How did you go? How did you get? So you must have someone to guide you. Because trust me, a lot of people they've lost money. They've lose money through that channel. Like they just come into the industry. Some people in the diaspora they just send money down. Help me produce. They don't know anything about filmmaking. They don't know anything. They just send the money. Sometimes the money they lose their money. Do you understand? So when you want to go in, come in, understand some certain things, know some certain things, know okay, this is this camera. You can even ask questions. Go to where they rent the rental home. What is the amount to rent this camera? Know something at least. Don't just go as a novice, like don't just go blindly. Okay. And if you are giving somebody money, make sure it's someone that has credibility, someone who has done something that you know that you can beat your chest and say, okay, the person has a name and the person has a name to protect. Let me try this person because nobody wants to be dragged again these days. Oh. You get it? Especially if your name really means a lot to you. So I would say don't just go blindly. Don't go. And if you want to do first a big one, sometimes it's advisable to collaborate. Sometimes it's advisable to collaborate. Yeah. Why I didn't collaborate for my first VOD was because let's say I already know the ropes. I already know what's going on. Do you get me? I've been producing for TV, so I already know what to expect. Yeah.
Already in the industry. That's amazing. So you guys just heard it. If you know you want to go into filmmaking, like the business part of it, like you don't want to be a part of it, you don't want to act. Don't go alone, like Suzanne just told us, and consider collaboration. Those are the important key points. Okay, don't go alone. Go with somebody that knows, their way around the Nollywood industry, or you collaborate with somebody, which will make it easier for you, and make sure that you work with someone that you can say, this is what they've done. There is evidence, like we say these days. So that you know we explain tire, all right? You need to work with someone that has evidence. Exactly. Okay, so as a producer, Susan, how do you handle conflict on set? Because I feel like they're gonna come up, sometimes when you guys are shooting. How do you handle conflict? How do you handle difference in ideas or creativity when someone says, okay, why can't we do it like this? And you're like, how do you handle those things on set?
Okay, first of all, before I go on set, I tell myself, I psychoanalyze myself, I tell myself, hope for the best and expect the worst. Right? Is the slogan I always tell myself. But I try to stay calm because there's a lot as a leader, as a head. And energy is contagious. Like some days I have bad days on set, but I try to suck it in. If it's really getting to me, I go into my car. I'll start playing music. I wouldn't want my crew members to see me. I wouldn't want my colleagues to notice something is going on with me because I don't want to spoil the mood. You get? But when they have conflict, trust me, I try to stay calm. I want to hear from both parties. In fact, I've had fights with actors. I've had fights with directors. They put me in the middle. The director will face me. As a producer, you're supposed to tell this actor, but you don't want to tell this actor messed up because you're an actor too. I will not side the actor. The actor say, no, Susie, you messed up now. You said you know how to go down. You're an actor, you know how it is. Why they will drag me here, drag me. So most times I stay calm. I try to stay calm. Really. I know some people tell me, how do you even cope? How do you do it? There's chaos on set, things are going wrong. I tell them, I got that from my parents actually. In the midst of war, you just learn to stay calm. Breathe, find solution. What is causing this problem? What is the solution? Because at the end of the
Absolutely.
day, yes, I don't know if it's my own set, I will like my money is running. So it's not, it won't keep fighting, we will lose the whole day.
Yeah,
And it's
absolutely.
on
And
who? Me. It's on me. So it's not like I don't want to fight back, but I know when to fight.
the
That's how I say
fight is
it. I
not profit you at the
yes,
time.
yes, I know when to fight. If an actor you're giving problem on set, okay, no problem. Maybe for a while we might not work together. I'll just like give you that space. I know when to fight, but right there on set, I didn't do it because trust me, it's going to affect. Then when it's another person's set and there's conflict that doesn't concerns me, sometimes I give my advice to the producer. They'll take it. The director, I try to ask what happened. But if it's bigger than what is going on there, maybe it's power torso thing, I just go to my car. Oh. I just go to my car because when you know they'll say, not be your set now. No, I know how they can be. So I just go to my car. I'll ask PM. I'll ask PM, Alpha, is everywhere okay now? He say, come out. But it's on my set. No, they must settle it because my money is running. When I want to tell you,
Absolutely.
the money you care about, the director messed up. You just will yell at the director, shout. I should shout at my director. No, now. Do you know if I took him somewhere or took her to a room to tell him to stop? You don't know. That's how I feel like we should resolve it at that moment. But when you are shouting like a mad person and talking like a mad person, you
They're not
cannot
going to.
resolve it now. So not like I'm that calm in real like all the time, like natural, I'm
Yeah.
that calm. No, no, no. I don't even take bullshit. Yeah, I don't tolerate. I can't I have zero patience for it. But when it comes to work, there's a different cat I live entirely. Entirely when it comes to work. Yeah.
Nice. A lighter note, how do you handle your male fans that are always in love with you and in your DM? Unmute your mic, please. Unmute your mic, please. Unmute your mic. Unmute your mic. Your mic. Your mic.
I have.
Okay. So how do you your male fans that are in your DMs and loving you?
That's what I'm saying. I said they'll be all right. I get
You'll
a
be
lot of
fine.
messages, they'll be all right. I'm telling you, one even they say invite me, oh, they say, come do this. I say, yay. So these things are real, you know. And this thing started happening like 2 years ago. This fan thing, crush thing started
Yeah,
happening 2 years ago. Yeah. And I'm like, but I'm not rude because the female actors, more of their fans are the male
true. It's
fans,
opposite.
vice versa.
Opposite
Yeah.
of
So I try not to be rude. I'm just like, hey, someone say, oh, you have kids. Are you married? See, jump question. I will not answer. I like, oh, I watched a movie. I like your movie. Okay, what can we hang out? I said, okay, I will clear my calendar. You will not hear from me again. But say I'll be rude to this. No, I don't. If I see something that I
yeah.
don't like the way you're saying, like maybe I'll be raw with your words, I ignore. I no need to answer. I will not even respond. Yeah.
Hey, then I'm looking to you. But finally, before you go, tell us the projects that we should be expecting from you. Why we should stay glued to your social media. Tell us what to be expecting because this year is ending. A lot of people are doing,
Yeah, it's
new.
ending. Yeah. For my social media page, people are complaining that I don't clout chase a lot. Why am I not clout chasing? I said, me, I'm just a real time person. And in a week, I feel like a week is too short for me. In a week, I try to, arrange my work and manage the home, manage my kids. So it's a lot, right? To combine both. So when I think of, oh, just go and put on clothes, create this content, create that, I will have time. I will take her from the time I will plan the next shoot again. She gets so it's actually a lot to keep up, but we'll get there. We are trying. So I have a film, Take My Breath Away, is in post production, almost ready. I can't wait for the word to say. That's one I said it's coming to big platform by God's grace. Take My Breath Away. Then I'm uploading 3 films soon on my YouTube channel. I'm going to upload one very soon for Christmas, the Christmas story. So you guys have something to enjoy for Christmas. Yeah. So I have a couple of jobs coming out, even on African Magic. Some are coming out on Rock, some are coming out on my YouTube channel. They're coming out. So we bless God, we thank God. Things are actually looking good.
And there's so much to look forward to, from you. That's amazing. All right, so before we go, tell us your social media platforms so that we can be there back to back to back and be enjoying.
Yes. Instagram, I'm mainly on Instagram at Susan Jima. Susan, then Jima, Jimah. Yeah. At Susan Jima on Instagram. Twitter or the X, we call it X now. Susan
The
Jima one. Yeah. Queen Susan Jima one. Twitter. On Facebook, the same Susan Jima on Facebook.
okay,
Yeah.
YouTube. What's channel?
My YouTube channel is Super Pictures TV. So the super is SUPA, then TV.
Okay,
Super. pictures
Super.
TV.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. All right,
So
guys. Thank you for.
I need people to go subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm coming with a lot of content. This is December going to January 2024. I'm ready for you guys. I'm
That's
not
what I'm.
sleeping on you guys again. My YouTube.
So, guys, you've heard Susan tell us that she has back-to-back content. So I want you
Mhm.
guys to go follow her on all social media platforms. On Instagram, she's of course at Susan Jima and all other social media platforms. And on YouTube, you heard it, Super Pictures TV on YouTube. Go there. There's a lot of content for you that you're going to enjoy. You know, every time I give you guys somewhere to go to, you always enjoy. So this one, your enjoyment is sure. You're going to enjoy all the content. So thank you for joining us on Inside Hollywood Conversations today. It's been fantastic. I'm sure that you things.
Yeah.
But you know that our Tuesday show, the X Space, actually, she was talking about X Space. We have a show on Twitter that is called the X Space Show, 7 p.m. every Tuesday, and it's always a vibe show, bubbly vibe shows. And Saturday, the Deal Maker show. So, guys, always join us and stay on our social media platforms at Inside Nollywood as we bring you everything Nollywood. Thank you. I still remain JK, your favorite OAP. You can follow me on Instagram, JK underscore OAP, and enjoy what I bring to you. So, Susan, say bye bye to all of our listeners and those that are watching us.
Hi everyone. It was good to be here. I enjoyed every bit of it. Yeah.
The
And
rest
go
of the day.
subscribe to my YouTube channel, Super Pictures TV. Don't forget, like she said.
I want her to see it, right? Trust you guys. Go and subscribe. Love you, Susan. Thank you for joining us. Say
Thank you
bye bye
so
to
much for having me. Thank you. Bye. Thank you.